Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be a general reading in the month of June for Pisces. What is going on, Pisces? How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. Pisces, welcome to June, wherever you guys are in the world. I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Please take very good care of yourselves and those that you know and love, all right? No announcements here in June, Pisces, so let's get into it with the regular spiel, shall we? Anything you want, it's in the description box below. Timestamp is down there. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, guess what? Link for that is down below in the description box as well, okay? Pisces, that is the start of your reading. We're going to get to it in just a second. We're going to clarify and expand on the message with the rest of the deck and talk about your bottom of the deck energy in a little while. But to start, you have the Three of Cups, Judgment, Temperance, and then the, I want to say the Emperor. What the hell is going on? Confuddled energy or discombobulated energy is coming through, tongue-tied a little bit, so maybe you guys are saying, quote-unquote, the wrong thing, and you're maybe using words incorrectly or something at this time. But anyway, the Hermit in reverse. Temperance, secondary major for Sagittarius, and then Hermit, major arcana for Virgo. Could be dealing, don't have to be. Well, don't overdo it, Pisces. Whatever is going on here, don't overdo it. There is sort of this pull I'm feeling in your energy to kind of give in to your vices, whatever they are, to whatever extreme or severity they affect your life. I don't know. But I get the sense of the work on you, the work on, what I'm going to call at this time your back of house, your closet, your attic, your basement, either literal spaces in your life or more than likely figurative spaces in your life where things are cluttered, things are messy, things need order, things need to be reset or thrown out or evaluated or something like that. You're just like, not about that. And you'd much rather spend time with friends, relax, escape into, again, your fantasies or your vices. Some of you have pet projects that are on the docket, or like that you're throwing yourself into a passion project, throwing yourself into your hobbies, which seems constructive, and I'm not saying it's not. So let me back that up. It's not that it seems constructive. It is constructive, but there's a bigger call between the Temperance and the Hermit in reverse, Pisces, for you to really take some inventory at this time. It could be external things need to be evaluated, and you need to take the temperature of those, or you need to take, what did I just say? Take inventory with those situations or relationships. But in many of your cases, it's a personal thing, internal. You need to check in with you. You're more readily checking in with other people. Three of Cups, celebration, reunion, socializing, getting together with friends, family, cohorts, co-workers. Some people are going back to work and, getting familiarized again with, the routine of work and the social dynamics with them and their coworkers, whatever. It's good to tend to those situations and relationships, but I think you're preferring it. Or, there's something about preferring things to be light, to be quote-unquote easy, and Temperance is basically saying, you gotta handle the tough stuff too, Pisces. Not that you have to dive straight into it and dedicate 100% of your energy to it, but don't ignore it. Like, there's this definite avoidance going on, because the Hermit in reverse is like shunning or it's like slamming a door, like a cabinet door that's in your kitchen that's like overpacked. Or like they show on like those cheesy infomercials, do you need new containers for your cabinetry? We can organize everything. And then they show someone like have like an avalanche of Tupperware fall down on their face. It's like that. It's like you're trying to close a door that is overflowing. And I don't know how long you can keep that up. You know, Pisces, you can do a lot of things for a long time, to be honest. So I don't know if that's going to serve you if you just continue to act like that cabinet isn't overflowing, that your emotional needs or your emotional perspective at this time doesn't need some tinkering. Maybe it's not emotional things. Maybe it's all to do, like I said before, it could literally be your physical space. It could literally be you got cabinets and drawers and an attic or in a basement that needs your intervention. Hermit energy needs some type of clean up, okay? And that's possibly very true for many people if you've spent over a year living primarily in one place and not, you know, going out and socializing as much, not going to work. Your home became your work life. So maybe some of you have a spare room in your house that's now cluttered to the ceiling or very, very in a disarray because you brought all your work home with you. So you've got papers everywhere, you've got file folders everywhere, you've got coffee stains where there shouldn't be any but it became your home office. Do you get what I mean? So there's something about taking the time, temperance, taking a balanced approach to whatever you've been neglecting. Hermit in reverse, neglecting. This is just a suggestion. Tarot is not science. I'm not your therapist, right? So, but because I don't feel in this moment, in your energy, it's really going to harm you if you don't. In this moment, whatever that means. This moment could be a few days, this moment could be several weeks or months, who knows? But I think temperance is, for me, coming through as like a checkup. Like if you have symptoms of not feeling well, of whatever reason, you know, we have doctors for this. You go to the doctor, they prescribe you some medicine, they give you a routine, they tell you to stay away from this, cut this out of your diet, put this into your diet, whatever. They give you something to kind of alleviate the symptoms that you're feeling. If you're feeling blah, Pisces, if you're feeling awful, or if you're feeling disenchanted or whatever it is, maybe the answer is to see someone. Maybe the answer is to act as, I mean, listen, this is not advice, but, you know, maybe the answer is to act as your own doctor and, you know, rearrange your own medications. This is, again, it's not advice. Don't take that as advice. But, like, there's something where if you're not proactive, you're just going to continue to experience the same symptoms over and over again for however long period of time, you know? So if you don't want to feel blah, and if you don't want to feel, and some of you it's anxiety, some of you it's stress and or depression, it's coming through in so many different ways. And the Three of Cups is temporary relief. You know, how long or how often can you meet up with friends? How long or how often can you rely on socially engaging with other people to escape your own loneliness, right? Or your own depression, you know? Those are wonderful things to have, healthy relationships or happy relationships with other people. But at the end of the day, you know, as is the way, who is the person on earth that we're going to spend the most time with from beginning to end? Ourselves. So you can't escape yourself. So if you're trying to do that, it's kind of anti or counterproductive or ineffectual if you don't take the time to diagnose or see yourself sitting down with a professional or even a trusted friend. If you're like adverse to therapists, if you're thinking I don't need it, I can't afford it, whatever reason, find somebody else. Not a drinking buddy, a sensible, clear-headed, level-headed person to help you through this, okay? Again, not advice. Tarot's not science. You make your own choices, okay? So what else is happening here for Pisces? Give me more information in the situation for Pisces. Give me more insight into the messages, please, for Pisces. Does that woman have like a six-pack? Like, just like look down here. A little bit. I don't know why, but maybe that's like important to some of you. That woman on the right with the halter top or whatever the hell you call that. I don't know what you call that. I'm not a fashion person, but look at her belly. She a little muscular there. It's not a six-pack, but it's definitely a solid. It ain't a tummy. But anyway, so maybe that's important. Maybe someone you know looks like that, dresses like that. I don't know. That's the first time I've really like honed in on, oh my God, look at that woman's stomach. Anyway, what else is happening for Pisces? Show me, please. I apologize if you can hear my neighbor's dog. My neighbor is not good with animals. And I believe that dog is out in the rain right now, and it's quite terrible. No, they want it like that. Very good. Thank you. Anyway, so if you hear the dog in the, I guess you would call it whining? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. All right. Oof. 7 of Swords. Wow. All right. 7 of Swords, King of Swords, and the Hangman. So, King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could be dealing with. You don't have to be. Yeah, I get the sense like Pisces, this is a 1-2 punch here. Something internal, possibly spiritual or emotional, even mental, needs your attention. And I feel you're kind of getting like hamstrung in the situation. Either now or, again, if you hear that dog? Oh my God, poor thing. Well, yeah, I feel as though you're being hamstrung in the situation, meaning the longer this goes on where we're avoiding something, we're not having discussions, we're not having personal inventory take place, I get the sense like the universe, God, powers that be, or the circumstances at hand are kind of going to push you in that direction. Or you could have someone right now, interesting word, pleading with you to do that. And that's not the way of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very much not a pleading energy. But if you have someone close to you who cares for you, there we go. Even if they're pleading, it comes from a place of tough love, or it comes from a place of like, they're not going to sugarcoat their desire to see you handle your business, right? So it could be like a splash of cold water in the face. It could be you might take it as very rude or obnoxious or insensitive the way this person addresses you. But I feel it's coming from a place of like your best interest at heart, even if it's not the most heartfelt way of expression, okay? And I just feel, you might have people around you. You might have people around you, Pisces, who some people say everything's fine. Do you, Pisces? What you're doing, how you're behaving, that's fine. If you want to lay in bed all day and eat Oreos, you do that. And if you want to do that 4 days a week, you do that. I mean, I guess. And then you have another set of friends or one other person, King of Swords, who's like, get your ass out of bed, throw those fucking cookies in the trash, and go on outside and get some sunshine on your face and change your ways. You feel awful or you're going through something really stressful or whatever. Why would, drinking a 6-pack a day make that situation any better? Why would eating Oreos make you feel better in the long run? King of Swords, very much in the long run, has a telescopic view of the situation, can see miles and miles down the road, King of Swords. And they may be saying some things that you simply don't want to hear, and you might have other people around you who are just like, man, Pisces, that person is they're so harsh, and they're so mean to you, and they don't understand how hard it is, blah, 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 blah. And I think Pisces, as is your way, you can be very clairvoyant. Piscean energy is often described as one of the highest functioning levels of psychic ability in the astrological chart. So you've all got a little sprinkle of that in your astrological mixology or whatever, right? So I feel you have the ability to know and to recognize, but you also, as is the way of your placement within the 12th house, or alignment with the 12th house, I should say, is to avoid and to ignore and to escape. It's very natural to do both of those things. And you are a sign of duality, like Gemini, like Libra, where you can do one thing, but then do the other thing at the very same time. And you're in constant or seemingly constant opposition to yourself. And that could be what's going on here. You're in constant opposition to yourself. You know better. You feel things should go a certain way, but you're not necessarily helping yourself go in that direction, or you're allowing yourself to be swayed by others, be swayed by your impulses, be swayed by your desire to feel better in the moment or feel better for weeks, and again, not a therapist. I do not, take anything I'm saying on board or take it as some type of certifiable, legitimate diagnosis, but I just feel like I'm a little on the side of the King of Swords. It's fine for a while to avoid things. Most people do it. It's a coping mechanism, It's like people get stressed, anxious, depressed all the time. And instead of facing those challenges and that adversity head on, many of us are like, I'll do it tomorrow, or, this is like stressing me out so bad. I just need to go lay down. I just need to go hang out with my friends. I need to veg out in front of the TV. I can't deal with this right now. And it's like that temporary satisfaction of not facing and not dealing with is great. But guess what? If it's a problem with work, if it's a problem in your relationships, it will persist. It will not disappear just because you escaped for a minute and you ignored it. And that's, again, this Hermit in reverse and the Hangman energy. Eventually, you're going to have to face this situation. You're going to have to face whatever it is you've been avoiding. And, again, not a therapist, can't diagnose. I didn't really address it too much, and it wasn't a big one, but it's coming through a little bit. Well, I guess I was saying it more aligned with the friendships that you might have, or the people that you're trusting at this time, the people that you're confiding in. Some of them might be telling you things that you want to hear, but you don't need to hear. The Seven of Swords can be about lies and deception, so be careful. For some of you, you might have a liar in your midst. But in other cases, this is just a person who, again, maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings. Maybe they think if they told you, quote unquote, the truth, it would drive you further down into a hole or drive you away from them or something like that. So there's somebody who possibly around you isn't giving you the full-on honest truth of what they observe in the situation, or they're just invested in seeing you flounder. In just like one or two of your cases, you might have a person who really enjoys seeing you flustered and upset and stressed and worried and anxious and all those things, because maybe it allows them to be your savior. Oh God, I can't get into it because that's not the majority of the message, but for some of you in a situation like that, that person, boo, don't like them. Overall energy, Pisces, for June is the Emperor card. Now, straight up, for some of you, you got daddy issues. Not a therapist, I'm not diagnosing you, but the Emperor is very much aligned with father or leadership dynamics. So maybe it's not a daddy issue, maybe it's an issue with a boss or some authority figure in your life. Doesn't have to be a male, doesn't have to be an Aries, does not have to be a fire sign, but this person has a lot of oomph to them. I'm getting high expectations. I'm getting that this person, either in your past, your present, or future moments, kind of doesn't like you when you show that sensitive side of yourself, when you show that vulnerability of yourself. This person has high... This is someone who, like, to bring it back to the father thing, because I think that plays for a good portion of you. This is a dad who, no matter the gender of their child, stop crying. This is a person who doesn't understand those emotional nuances of life, operates in a very rational space, very pragmatic space, and very much leading with will, leading with power, leading with dynamism. This is not a person who, like, they're competitive, you know what I mean? When maybe there's no reason to be competitive. There's always something to gain, there's always something to win or lose, and, you know, accepting anything but the best is almost impossible for this person. Or if not the best, like expecting things outside of what they want to see, or accepting, I should say, not expecting, accepting things outside of how they think it should be, does not like. So this could be a person who literally believes in a certain decor in their home, right? Certain color schemes. Like, this could be your live-in partner. This could be your business partner. This could be your best friend, whoever. And you share a space with them. And you're like, hey, I kind of want to move the couch over here. And I was thinking we could paint that far wall. We could do it like a nice, orange color or something like that. And they're like, ugh, no, never. I will never have that wall painted orange. I will never have it be any other color than blah, blah, blah. And like, that's it. They say what they make definitive statements. And so whether this person is present in your life now, or they're from your past, or they're in your future moments, I don't know. But I feel like they give you, this could be without you knowing it, because the Hermit is about what's subconscious or what's subterranean in some type of ways. Hermit Virgo is your opposite energy, so you both operate in things that are not necessarily plain as day sometimes. So you might not make that connection immediately, that this person makes you feel incredibly anxious or self-critical, something like that, okay? Pisces, that is your reading for June. If you like this reading, hit the like button. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can find out how to do so by looking down in the description box below. And if you want to share how this resonated with you, please leave me a little comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? Pisces, I thank you all so much for watching. Take care.